Hello and welcome to St Tobia's Church, Llandybia. And this year, due to the coronavirus, our Christmas celebrations will be very different to those of previous years. Although the restrictions will be relaxed for 5 days over Christmas, allowing us to meet with our families, it is still a very difficult time for many people. Life has not returned to normal. Social distancing requirements must be followed. Many people are feeling isolated and alone, and people are fearful about the virus, with increasing levels of infection and deaths. Unfortunately, we are unable to hold the Ammanford Lions annual Tree of Light service in St Tobia's Church, nor All Saints Church in Ammanford. It has been a very dark and difficult time indeed. But we are learning to adapt and change in response to the situation that we face. Whilst we cannot be together in person, we are coming together in new and innovative ways. And I have been greatly encouraged that our online services have reached hundreds of people who would not normally come to church. And the theologian Thomas Fuller wrote the now famous words that the darkest hour is just before the dawn. And appropriately, the theme of this year's Advent celebrations in the church in Wales is darkness into light. Times might be difficult, but there is hope for the future, a hope given to us by Jesus Christ. Advent is a time to look forward. For many of us, it's the exciting countdown to Christmas, which we mark by opening a new door on our Advent calendars. For Christians, Advent marks the start of a new year. It's a precious time to reflect and prepare as we wait to celebrate the coming of Christ into the world. Christ is the light of the world, and as his coming approaches, we move from a world of darkness, of death, fear and sin, into a world of light, of hope, promise and life. The Christian message of Advent is particularly relevant this year to a world thrown into crisis by the COVID pandemic. Many feel the shadows of darkness and despair all around. Our Darkness into Light Advent campaign aims to draw people into the light. The pure light we find in Christ's message of salvation for all, and its reflection through the love and good works of those all around us. With love for those around us, we can help bring the light into dark corners. And so I am so pleased to support Ammanford Lions in their annual Tree of Light campaign. Thank you and God bless.
Henry Scott Holland, the canon of St. Paul's Cathedral, wrote, "Death is nothing at all. I've only slipped away into the next room. I and you are you. Whatever we were to each other, that we still are. Call me by my old familiar name. Speak to me in the easy way which you always used. Put no difference in your tone and wear no forced air of solemnity or sorrow. Laugh as we always laughed at the little jokes we enjoyed together. Play, smile, think of me, pray for me. Let my name be ever the household word that it ever was. Let it be spoken without effect, without the trace of a shadow on it. Life means all that it ever meant. It's the same as it ever was. There is unbroken continuity. Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I'm waiting for you for an interval, somewhere very near, just round the corner. All is well.